guess what I sold on eBay? It will come out of the envelope. If you remember, I pulled this out of the second Gaylord, and it just sold for $21.99. It is a sealed copy of Raising a Modern Day Knight by Robert Lewis from 1997, and there are 2 audio cassettes in here. And it sold pretty quickly. So if you were in a thrift store, at an estate sale, at a garage sale, etc., pulling items from a Gaylord, would you even look it up? Remember, almost anything sealed is worth looking up, number one. And cassette tapes, whether they're audiobooks or just cassette tapes for music, are worth looking up, guys. They've become old enough to where they're vintage. We're talking going back to the 80s with a lot. Well, this is obviously 90s, but a lot of it is 80s, 90s. So remember to look up the weird stuff. Sometimes big things come in small packages. In this case, it's big things coming in a small quantity of books or donations. I restacked the pallet, so this is all of the boxes from the one big donation yesterday, and it is 4 high, and yes, I got it in here that way. It's a lot of books. So I did not go through this big donation. However, I did go through, except for one box, the other smaller 5-box donation plus all the shoe boxes. Turns out there was some really good stuff in there. You never know. So now I'm wondering what's in these. If it's nearly as good as the other one, then it's going to be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome week. So today is February 21st, 2025. It is a Friday. I just closed my store. It was a really good day in the store. Had new people, repeat customers, lots of sales. There was also some time, though, for me to dedicate to going through. Well, I didn't just go through those books. I also listed a bunch of DVD. Those lots I was showing you yesterday, the DVD lots, I listed those. Those are live on eBay right now. And I listed 2 book lots. Yeah, so I cleared all that stuff out, and then I did not get to listing the individual items that I have acquired or that I've already put to the side. I'll do that for next week. But after I did that, I was able to jump into the 5 boxes of books. Well, actually, first of all, it was shoe boxes, which were smaller paperbacks, of course, trade paperbacks, mass market paperbacks, and there was a lot of vintage paperbacks, which can be really good, especially if there's a bunch from the same author. So I was able to pull out a lot of them, and also for lots, and also for both of my stores. In terms of the shoebox books, it's this big stack here is going in my store where I am right now. And then this stack here is going to my second location. So there's all kinds of cool covers, like The Outsider, Scream Street, Darker Than Amber, A Purple Place for Dying. So the Neon Jungle, really cool cover. The Spider, Master of Men, The Wheel of Death, another one, The Spider Strikes, just really cool artwork. The Turquoise Spike, you get the point. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. The Silver Tombstone Mystery. So some of these covers alone should sell these books. But there's a bunch of those, and there's just some good individual books in here that I found. This Book Will Change Your Life is one that sells pretty regularly. There's a bunch of poker ones in here. So those are going to go to my other location. So that happened. And then down here, I've got 8 book lots that came from that small, so far, because I have another box to go through. But anyway, 8 book lots, mostly vintage, as you can see, vintage books. These are from the 60s. Some are from the 70s. Most are from the late 60s, though. Late 60s, early 70s, I would say. And is that? I think that's Agatha Christie. Hold on. No. Oi. Yes, these are all Agatha Christie books. There's 20 of them. There's this one here, which I've never seen before. Shell Scott. Lots of Scantily Clad Women by Richard Prather. Over her dead body. Let's be honest, a lot of these covers have scantily clad women. That's just how it is with these. Really cool one, though, was Marvel Collector's Album. There's a bunch in here. Thor, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. Here comes Daredevil. Really cool covers. Yes, these were donated. Crazy, right? Wait until I show you the other stuff that was donated. So these are all from like 1969. I think there was maybe 1968 or 1970. I can't remember, but most of them are 1969. 3 of those are first. Was it those? Hold on a minute. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. But there's some other cool stuff like this one I've never seen before. The Shadow. There's a bunch of those. What is this one? Dolls Are Deadly. Mike Shane by Brett Halliday. Bunch of these as well. So all these are going to go on eBay in lots. And that was a really cool find. I also found some individual stuff that I can sell on eBay. Some of the vintage stuff. This one was unique. The Outlaw Preacher. There's 3 of them by this guy. All 3 are signed by him. And there's even like a personal letter in there from him to the person who bought them, who donated, or at least their family member donated all of these books. So some unique stuff. And now for the drum roll is what I'm going to put on eBay and what I'm going to put on Amazon. And you tell me if you've ever seen these books before. Just by looking at the covers. I haven't seen these books before. But there's some rare stuff in here. So for eBay, this one is signed Confessions of a Pool Hustler. Right there. And it's even inscribed. This one I'm going to list on eBay for $121.99. There's actually another one that's signed on there, but they are not taking offers. So I think that I can probably get the sale. This one is amazing. Go Tell the Mountain. The stories and lyrics of Jeffrey Lee Pierce. I decided to sell this on eBay for $149.99. Yes. Legitimate price, guys. The other 2 offers are way over that. Like $185, that kind of thing. This is one to look out for. Very rare. This one, Dig Infinity, The Life and Art of Lord Buckley. I'm going to list for $31.99. It's supposed to come with a CD, which is not in the book. It's not in the back here where it's supposed to be. Otherwise, I would have just sold it on eBay, on Amazon, but I didn't want to mess with somebody returning it because it didn't have the CD, even though I put it in the description, etc. This one I'm taking a little bit of a flyer on. There's only 1 copy, but there's no photos of it, which don't you love? No copy on eBay. It's memory, methods, etc. I don't know. What's the date on this one? From 1986 by Jack Lanham. So I'm actually going to have photos of it, and we'll see if it sells. It's one of those kind of rare ones, or, you know, kind of like off-the-wall things. Probably like a self-study type of deal. I don't know if somebody, if you went to a course or just purchased it through the mail. But that's that. And then these are interesting. This one's not going for a lot on Amazon. This is all Amazon books. This one I'm going to sell for $21. But this one's a good one to sell because it sells pretty regularly. This is a great one to sell. Raymond Loewy. Never Leave Well Enough Alone. He was a designer from the 30s through the 60s. And I'm going to list this for $59 on eBay. Look out for that one. Here's another one to look out for. The group Love. Behind the Scenes on the Pegasus Carousel with the legendary rock group Love. So this is another one. Listed that for $39.99 on Amazon. And these 2 are the granddaddies, except for this one. This is the granddaddy. This is the grandma, the granddaddy, whatever you want to call it. The Cramps. There's only a couple copies between eBay and Amazon. I'm going to list this one for $139.99 on Amazon. I don't remember the details. Short history of rock and roll psychosis, but I don't remember the details in terms of why I decided Amazon over eBay. But look it up yourself. See what it's going for. It's pretty darn rare. If you don't know who the Cramps are, look them up too. This is interesting that this would be worth so much money. Cards as Weapons, Ricky J. So, fear no man or beast, be the life of the party, Put a deck of cards in your pocket. Put a feeling of confidence in your life. So I guess all about cards and tricks and being the life of the party. And believe it or not, this regularly sells on Amazon for anywhere between like $180 to $200. Yes. And on eBay, there was multiple signed copies. I didn't want to mess with it on eBay. It looked like it would sell better more regularly on Amazon. So I'm going to list it for $185. So some really great finds. One more box to go through. It's crazy what I found in here. Some really good stuff. Profitable, interesting titles I've never seen before. It's always great to see stuff like this so that if I ever see it again, I'll know that it's that it's worth some money. And we'll see. We'll see how soon a lot of this stuff sells when I list it. So it's a great, it's a great donation, and you just never know what you're going to get. Like I said, that last donation I got, which I'm very thankful for, was mostly stuff that I could just put in my store out of like 25 boxes. And we'll see with those. We'll see. There's almost 40 boxes. I think it's 37. And we'll see. I don't think I'll tackle that tomorrow. We'll see, because I didn't list the loose discs, loose CDs, loose DVDs, loose kids DVDs, etc. TV shows. So I'll probably do that tomorrow and continue to go through the rest of what I have here. Anyway, I got a plan for next week, so we'll see, but I don't think I'll get to those. That'll be next week's fun challenge. But you never know, guys. Sometimes donations aren't that great. Sometimes they're amazing like this. There's probably, in 2 boxes, I found a lot of this stuff. So those are like 2 of the most valuable donated boxes that I've ever had of books. And I've had some good ones in the past too. I've had some good ones for sure. But in recent memory, these are really great. All right, guys, keep hustling, work hard, also relax. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.